Hi, everybody. This is Courtney Hornsby with Heidi Joe Lopez, and this is our podcast segment between the chapters, where we talk about family, coffee, and conversations. That's kind of our motto. We've been hitting all three lately, so that's our tagline. Today's question is, where do you envision your writing career in 5 to 10 years?
Okay, so Courtney actually gave me a heads up with a couple of questions. This is one of them, and I was glad because otherwise I might ramble a little. But I am going to maybe look down at what I wrote too.
Yeah.
So, um, so that's such a good question because I tend to, I think it's really important that you cast a vision. I mean, that's biblical. I have a shirt that says, um, I don't, I don't believe what I see what I believe,
Yeah.
meaning that you cast the vision and then it comes to you. And that's right in the Bible.
Hmm.
So it's good that you asked me this question because I tend to keep those thoughts in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And I need to have a serious conversation with Holy Spirit more about that. But
Hmm.
if I were to say today, if
Hmm.
I'm casting my vision, I would say that in 5 to 10 years, I see my books on every single bookshelf. I see them all in audiobook, and I
Hmm.
also see them on the big screen. I think, uh, it's funny, but I really started writing. I think we talked about it before. You asked me a question, and I did it on
Hmm.
Wednesdays with the author.
Yeah.
But your mom is a really great writer. She really is. She should write. She doesn't have time, but she really
Yeah.
should. She's super good at it. But when she would write these stories when we were growing up, and so she was so good at it, and I just couldn't wait for her to read them to me. I would sit at her feet, please, please read me. Have you written a chapter? Read it.
Hmm.
And the only problem was she never finished anything. And I was like, Sherry. But
Yeah.
so I never thought of myself as a writer because your
Okay.
mom took that spot.
Hmm.
Not in my
Interesting.
head, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
that you can't do both or whatever, but
Yeah.
but when I look back at myself as a writer, I think about how I used to basically write plays. I don't know if I necessarily wrote them down, but they
Hmm.
were in my head.
Yeah.
And I would I know that sounds bad, I would kind of force or strongly, charmingly encourage, maybe that would be nicer,
Yeah.
um, kids at the campground where I grew up to act out what I had envisioned. So
Okay.
I, in a sense, was writing plays long before I ever started writing on paper, those
Wow.
things. Yeah. And I fell in love with theater when I was in high school and
Hmm.
was actually my third major in college. I never finished it, but um,
Okay.
so it I think that might have even been something that God kind of put inside of me. So when I write today, um, I see them all. I mean, I'm sure every writer
Yeah.
has to see them, but I
Right.
see what they look like. I can see them if I'm writing about them walking down the street. I'm
Hmm.
actually seeing that in my head. So
Yeah.
I think I see them all on the big screen. And
That's
so if
awesome.
I were to cast a vision,
Hmm.
my books in every house, really, I
Hmm.
if you ask me the next question next time, which is, oh, to reintroduce myself, I think is what
Hmm.
that one.
Yes.
Um, it has to do with I I want to change lives. I want people to be impacted by God. And
Yeah.
the reality is one of the largest mediums to do that is television and movies. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
so if I were to cast it, it's a big cast, but that's it.
I love it. Okay. Thank you for your answer today. That was a good one.
Welcome. Thanks for asking it.
Yes. All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.